Cancer. This is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So, Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one card from the Joe Wall Oracle card, one from the Denise Lynn traveling deck. Going to do reading and then clarify it. Just wanted to also let you know that thank you for sticking with me, coming back to see my videos. I had to do a lot of healing, self-healing, a lot of releasing. So it was all good. It was all good. Needed that rest, needed that, to gather myself back up. So it was good. All right, so you guys, let's get started on your reading. This is going to be for Cancer for their highest good. All right, Cancer, let's do this. One card for Cancer. One for the Cancer from this one. Okay. So you have Battle of the Blues. Wow. Okay. So take steps towards positive change, it says. So definitely, try to, I know it's hard right now to even say, to say, really get out of the situations that we're in, because, it's depressing, but, think positive in everything, you guys, and really, get yourself away from the news, get yourself away from, drama, things that are just going to bring you down. Always try to go outside for a little bit if you can, because I know everybody's like in snow and everything, but really take the time to really think positive in everything, okay? Because it does make a difference. You also have answering the call. The time is now. So I feel like it's time for you to move forward from whatever it is that you're trying to create, trying to do. I feel like you need to move on it. Like be persistent with your dreams. Put it out there. Put your ideas out there, because I feel like they're going to be successful. I feel like definitely something is pushing you forward to do it. So it's very nice. All right, so let's do this, Cancer. See what's going on. Let's see if we could do it right there. All right. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. All right. One card for the current for Cancer. One for the situation. Wow. Okay. One for the past or now. One for what's hidden. One for the what's hidden. Oh, the hopes and fears. I'm sorry. The hopes and fears. Go. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. So you did come into your own reading, so definitely something in this reading is meant for you. The end of the tarot deck, you do have the 10 of Pentacles, so there is a lot of there is happiness and abundance coming through, like material success. Your hard effort, it's going to really pay off. I feel like there's a decision coming through. I feel like you really need to start taking it easy also. And a lot of things are going to start moving very fast for you. Really very fast. So start like really concentrating on the things that you need to, okay? Because things are moving very fast for you. There's messages also coming through for you. You start off with the 4 of Wands, Cancer, and the 4 of Wands is definitely saying that you are moving forward to something new. New opportunities coming towards you. In the situation, I do feel like there is a lot of I feel like you're in your emotions a lot, thinking about everything, could be a grief, could be a sadness, just could be just an open wound that you've been going through, a lot of emotional emotions coming through. I feel like you're having a hard time moving forward from a lot of things that have been going on. But I feel like you're wanting to, you're just like having a hard time with it. I feel like with the Strength card here in the past or now, I do feel like you are definitely going to find your strength and your courage. They're asking you to find that, okay? Because you're very confident of yourself, and they're asking you to keep moving forward, okay? Like not to give up on anything. Because find your strength. You're very courageous. You know how to handle things. Also, too, we have a Leo new moon coming up, so that's another thing why this card is coming up. So be ready for it because there's a lot of energy in Leo. You also have the Queen of Swords up here, and the Queen of Swords is definitely talking about standing your ground, seeing clearly about things, really seeing clearly now about everything that's going on. Um, Speak your truth, but be careful on how you're communicating with other people. You do have the King of Cups down here. The King of Cups is definitely talking about really handling, really knowing how to handle yourself, especially when you're feeling very emotional right now. I feel like you need to keep your emotions balanced, like, not really take it out on other people. Try not to be too harsh on other people, also. Like, really, really have compassion that, other people are going through a lot of other things too. They may not show it, they may not tell you, but there's a lot of things that other people are going through that don't say anything, okay? You do have the Chariot card here, which is definitely your card, Cancer, and the Chariot is definitely talking about moving forward, taking control of everything that's in your life. I also feel like there's traveling here, but like there could be moving also, from resident to resident. You do have the Seven of Pentacles here, and I feel like you're definitely reviewing everything, not only your finances, but you're reviewing everything, like as far as, what you have done, what you have achieved, what's been going on in your life. You have the the Nine of Pentacles here, and you are definitely very independent. You know how to do everything. You know how to bring in the money. You know how to bring in the things that you need to do. I feel like you're finding your confidence, and I feel like you need to be more flexible with everything that's going on. Wow, nice. All right, so let's see what's going on. Cancer, let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. All right, you guys. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on here. Why is the Four of Wands here for Cancer? My card. Ah, wow. All right. So, definitely, you are definitely going to be moving forward, but you are exhausted, Cancer. You are exhausted. You need to take some time out. I have, I always say these in your readings. It always comes up in your readings that you do a lot. But really take the time to take care of yourself, okay? It's time. Yes, you are definitely going to be moving forward, but it's time for you to push to take some rest because a lot of things are changing. We have just begun the new year and you are very exhausted. So really take into heart. It's not only just your physical, it's your mind too, because you think of everything. You're thinking of everything. You're feeling everything. I'm gonna tell you right now, I had to take some time off for myself because I wasn't doing things like that. I wasn't taking time for myself, and you know what? I've released a lot, and I've been working on myself. So, you need to do that. You need to really take it easy, to rest, to maybe not do everything for everyone. So really take the time to rest. You also have the Wheel card, the Wheel of Fortune here, and I do feel like there is a cycle coming to a close because the wheel is turning in your favor, that things are going to be moving forward, definitely. I also feel that your luck is changing for the better. Karma is here also. What comes around goes around, so it's very nice. Hold on, you guys. Let me just check the phone. All right. Okay. Then you have the I'm sorry. Yes, you have the Three of Wands and you have the Three of Swords here in the situation. And, the Three of Swords is about, really being emotional, really could be going through a grief or just really be hurting, feeling a lot of pain, very painful. So and I feel like you're wanting to move forward, but you just don't know how. And that's the way it really is, but you need to try, just really clear your mind and try to move forward. It's not easy. It won't be easy either. But you have to try, like to keep continuing to see the light and be positive in things. You have the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands. One more card. Wow. All right. So with these two cards, you see this man, and he's man, whether he's a female or male, doesn't matter in gender, whatever you are, it's like, gender, tarot has no gender, but I'm just telling you right now, you are really feeling it because you not only have that card, but you have this card too. So there's something here that's making you very sad, very, very upset. And I feel like, it could have been some kind of ending that has happened because you do have the Ten of Swords. Maybe there was an end of a career. Maybe there was an end of a situation or a relationship or just something that's been going on in your life. No matter what, there's something that has to change, that had to change. And it's not a bad thing, it's just that we have to process it. We have to go through all the emotions because that's what the, our body wants. That's what our soul wants to do. And there is definitely an ending, but they're asking you to really trust the process on this, okay? Because you do have the Two of Cups. There's decisions that you're going to have to make very soon. It's not only that, but there's a decision that's coming through. But they want you to really clear your mind when you're doing this decision. As hard as it may sound or it may be, you still need to clear your mind, okay? I still feel like just keep your emotions, really try to keep them balanced, okay? Because I feel like, you have a lot in there. Like it could be a love relationship also that I'm feeling, but definitely something has happened. Really try to think positive in everything that you're going through, okay? Even if it doesn't seem like it's happy, think of something better, try your best because it's not good to stay in that mode, okay? You have the Strength card here for the pastor now, and I do believe it's now, and they're asking you to find your courage, your strength, to overcome everything that's going on in your life. You will. There's a lot of things that are happening to everyone, and you will. Remember, you're stronger than you think. You're very definitely stronger than you think you are. And then you have the Queen of Swords up here. Why is the Queen of Swords here? One more card. Wow. So you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Queen of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Right now, you're able to see very clear right now. You're able to see everything that has been going on and why it has been going on. They're asking you to speak your truth about everything. Don't hide behind anything because you're very strong-willed and you know how to do things. And they're asking you now to start, stand your ground and speak your truth about everything that's going on. But I do feel like you're seeing very clearly. I feel like your intuition is open, very open. And I feel like, to trust it. Use your intuition and trust it, okay? With the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel like you still need a lot of self-care here. I feel like, you know how to achieve what you want with the Queen of Pentacles, because she's very abundant. And this is something that you're not seeing. So maybe this hasn't come through, But definitely, you're going to start seeing clearly. You're going to understand why. Everything has happened the way it has happened, okay? You trust your intuition, you guys. Really trust your inner knowing. And with the Queen of Pentacles, really take it easy. Give yourself some of that self-care, that self-love. Don't be harsh on yourself because you have done so much and everything that's going on, you do it. You do everything. Okay, so it's time for you to take care of yourself now. Nurture yourself. Because you do know how to do things. You do know how to bring in what you need to do. You do know what you need to do, okay? And then you have the King of Cups. And why is the King of Cups here? One more card. Definitely. Nice. Look at that. So when the King of Cups shows up, they're asking you to really, balance everything, your emotions, try not to be harsh with people. Remember that, not everybody is going through the same situation that you are. They may not know anything that you're going through, and you may not know what they are going through. So really be kind, really have that compassion towards other people. Okay. Try not to be mean, or, say anything harsh to anyone. You do have the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is saying that, um, you know, you know how to do these things. You know how to handle everything that comes your way. You are definitely very strong-willed. You're very, you continue to do everything that you need to do, but sometimes you just need to stop and take care of yourself. Okay. So really know that. There is definitely some kind of abundance coming through. I feel like, a lot of a new phase is coming in. New things are coming in. You're gonna have a lot of ideas. You're gonna put them out there. A lot of the old ways are leaving your life. You're no longer doing the old way. You're doing new things now, or going to. You have the Chariot card here, and what you need to do now, and why is the Chariot here? One more card. Wow, definitely. Um, so you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, she knows how to do everything. Queen of Wands, she doesn't let nobody stomp on her. She doesn't let nobody bring her down. And they're asking you to find your light, to see the light in everything. Be positive, be courageous, enjoy life, live in the moment, you guys. Don't let it just pass you by because of something that is going on. Really see that you can overcome anything and rise back up from anything that you're going through. I feel like you could be moving. I feel like there is traveling here. I feel like you're definitely moving forward towards success. Things are going to start moving very fast for you, so just know that. I also feel like there's, changes that you didn't expect that were going to come through, are going to come in. And I also feel like there's messages coming in, and things are going to start moving very fast, so just know that. But the time is now to see the light, to be the light, to find your courage and your confidence to just keep going forward and not let nothing bring you down. Okay. Um, you have the Seven of Pentacles here. Why is this? Oh, wow. One more card. Nice. Definitely. Um, like I said, definitely a lot of things. You're reviewing everything. You want that material success. You want everything, your hard work, everything to pay off, but you got to have patience for everything that's going on. There is definitely a new path here. I'm sorry. There is definitely a new path here. You have the Fool card. Use it. Use this path for something different. Use this path to put your ideas out there because it's time. Okay. And then you have the Nine of Cups. Be grateful for everything. Have gratitude. Be content with the things that you have, big or small. You know, um, Live in the moment and be in the moment, you guys. See your accomplishments because you have done a lot and you've come this far. You have the Nine of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? One more card. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. All right. So, with the Nine of Pentacles, I do feel like, you know how to do everything. You're very independent. You know how to make your resources come in. I feel like you need to trust yourself in everything that you do, and really just live in the moment. Focus on what you want to create and put out there, okay? Put your energy into something that's going to make you happy. And find your courage and your confidence. I also feel like you need to be very flexible right now, like to try other different things. Maybe be open to something different. Maybe I feel like you need to be more flexible with the opportunities that are coming through, or trying something different. Because you are definitely reviewing something, and your hard work is definitely going to pay off very soon. Just got to hang in there and have patience for everything, because it is definitely in divine timing. You also have the Six of Swords here, and the Six of Swords is definitely saying that you are leaving a lot of the troubled water that you were in. Okay, there's a lot of things here that you've been going through, but you're going to leave it behind. You see the the water here, it's just like up and down, Tetris water, right? Going, up and down. But behind her is it's very smooth water, because it's calm, it's flowing, there's nothing to keep her from going over there. She's going to overcome this Tetris water, or all this stuff that's been happening. And this is you, overcoming everything that's going on. So it's very nice, Cancer. All right, Cancer. It's a lot, but you're going to be okay. All right, Cancer. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. God bless.